Michelle and Diana said really resonated with me. I have a very high ACEs score, adverse childhood experiences, and that makes you vulnerable your whole life, like to repeat trauma, because your nervous system is already kind of damaged from what happened to you as a child. I just wanted to make a couple of points. I think Dr. Fraser, had this experience with sort of what's often called regulatory capture, where the agencies that are supposed to be policing the institutions that you're reporting after they didn't handle, the complaints internally. I think that's particularly traumatizing, because that makes you, like, if you go to a regulatory agency and then they just accept the institution's false narrative, that makes you think, oh, well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe my perception isn't correct. And that happened to me until I got an attorney that looked at all my data. And it was like, you were right. These are protected activities. This is, a legal violation. And that so many people never get the attorney. And I just feel like that's such a problem that, and it's a widespread problem. Attorney Tom Devine, the whistleblower attorney, he has whole sections on regulatory capture in his book about whistleblowing. And I think that the moral injury, particularly in the helping professions, because I was a teacher like Jen, and Michelle's in healthcare, and Dr. Ramirez, you were, helping veterans. Being betrayed like that in a helping profession is particularly traumatizing, I think, because it's such hypocrisy on the part of the institution and the regulatory agencies, when everybody was trying to protect colleagues, students, patients, whatever, and then you get punished and you get smeared. So I'm really, and the other point I want to make is I've talked to a lot of whistleblowers. Without exception, everybody says that the single most traumatizing thing was not the financial devastation, not the other kind of things like that. It was the loss of the belonging in our original professional community. And that's why it's so important to try to recover by finding a new community, because that is just such a hit to everything that helps us survive as humans in the world. But thank you so much for publicizing this information. And I also think it will help whistleblowers who go to trial, because jurors will know about gaslighting. Jurors will know about Darvo because of your book. And they'll be able to recognize this when they see it used against a genuine survivor of retaliation or domestic violence or, harassment. So thank you so much for getting this out there, into the public sphere.